The only way to do great work is to love what you do. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Don't count the days, make the days count. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. In their words I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Life is 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we react to it. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Your time is now. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. The more I read, the more I acquire, the more certain I am that I know nothing. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Change your thoughts and you change your world. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. The best revenge is massive success. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference, that you have lived and lived well. The only thing that stands between you and your dream is the will to try and the belief that it is actually possible. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The only thing that stands between you and your dream is the will to try and the belief that it is actually possible. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Don't count the days, make the days count. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The only limit to our Realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. The greatest wealth is to live content with little.